Alright, so how you all doing, boys? Hope you're doing well now. In today's video, finally here with the brand new edition of the Legend difficulty Final Boss Barn, and pretty much going to be going over what team you should use, and if you can't build the team, any kind of additional units you can use to replace them. But this is the team we're going to be using today. I believe it was Nug that used this team, but I mean pretty much every single archetype of the Final Boss team that you're going to be using is going to be using this Escanor King. They are just way too valuable. The King's Shield, especially in the first phase, as long as you have that shield up, pretty much no one is going to be taking damage. It is a little harder in the second phase, especially with the Elaine debuffs, but you'll be just fine as long as you prepare yourself for that phase. You'll be just right. And then the death effect Escanor has in PvE content is just way too powerful. Proccing revives on certain characters and certain characters having stuff like damage caps, you can just completely ignore that almost, and they are just way too good. Definitely, if you have those two units, must runs. When it comes to other units here, the red Gotha is very good. Do obviously want to use red Gotha over green Gotha, just because Barn will have type advantage over the green Gotha, so he'll just do way too much damage. And when it comes to other units, if you don't have those, the blue Mono is a very good unit to use. Her ult prevention passive, her ult prevention card does extremely well. We'll get into why that is a little bit later on in the video. And other than that, for the exact same reason, the blue Valenti, the blue Summer Valenti, has the same kind of effect on one of her cards, so very valuable there. Other than that, we do have the green Merlin in the back just for the extra ultimate. It's nice, that's for sure. You could easily swap her out for the blue Jericho, but just to kind of guarantee ourselves the ultimate's a little bit easier, we are going to go for the Merlin. Only reason you'd use the Jericho is because of her passive, the increase to speed related attack stats. So yeah, this is the team we're using today. When it comes to artifact sets, we are going to be using the trio of Troublemakers. I feel like for most content, this ends up being the best just because it is just a flat damage increase. Certain other artifact sets are only for single target cards and stuff like that, so not a crazy amount of value. And in this final boss, you are entirely focusing on dealing damage, so we are rocking the attack food. Most final bosses, you will end up using HP food, but Barn's a little bit different. So yeah, 60 stamina, let's just jump right into it, and we'll talk about a couple things in the fight. So getting into the fight, the main thing you want to keep in mind is the Barn will revive pretty much every time he gets to that 5 ultimate gauge orbs. So that's pretty much the main thing you want to keep in mind in the fight. The Elaine ultimate will also give Barn ultimate gauge, which is very annoying. Let's see, actually really nice that we got all those extra Escanor cards. I'm not going to go for the full merger. We really just want to get rid of Barn in this first one. Keeping up the King's Shield, also very important. We doubt it'll even break half of our shield in these phases, but if we can also have the Gotha not taking any hits, building up the red Gotha passive, it isn't something you should worry about a heap in the fight. It actually probably isn't something you should worry about at all, but if it's something that's happening in the background, it's very valuable. And you guys will see, if you had to use green Gotha in that situation, shield is broken, you're instantly half HP. So I actually made that mistake my first time around, but keeping a good pace or like a good amount of king cards up is super important as well. Let's see, is that enough to, I think you have to kill the 2 times in the 1 turn, so it won't be enough to fully get rid of Barn. It might just be able to proc revive though, and I mean ideally as well. Oh, okay, so it didn't have enough ultimate gauge. There you have it. For some reason in some of my other attempts, he proc revive there. I actually haven't seen him not proc revive in this first phase, but I mean, that is 100% ideal. Really good card RNG on the rank ups, but I'm just gonna go for this here. Why not? We'll go for that play. Hopefully with the actual golden buffs, we have enough stats to actually patience the Elaine ultimate. I believe the Elaine ultimate is single target though, so actually no, the Elaine ultimate's 100% guaranteed to go for Gotha, yeah. Stuns Gotha there. Ugh, that's so annoying. If we could have just had Elaine dead that like 1 turn earlier, that would have been real nice for us. Throw that one out there, and we're just going to keep getting rid of these cards. We'll keep that one there, obviously, so going to the next phase. But Elaine can't like have any revive effects or anything like that, so we should be just fine. Just waiting out these turns, and could potentially go into the next one. Is that going to stun the king as well? I think it is. But yeah, first phase, super chilled, mellowed out. I highly doubt you're going to have anyone die here. Let's go for the rank up, and let's just finish Elaine off. We'll go for the kill guaranteed. Get that one up there, and then hopefully in this next phase we can just get super lucky, have the Barn on low ultimate gauge, and we can just finish him off with the Escanor ultimate. And then same situation as the first phase. Elaine isn't too much difficulty. I can definitely see, you know, not having certain units built for this activity can make it difficult. That's the only thing with certain PvE content. It can be very, very make or break when it comes to certain characters. And I can understand if you were to have King or Escanor, you already have characters like that built. You see Yuri's at the full ultimate gauge. Not what we want. Let's go for that there, and hopefully that can just finish him off right off the bat. But yeah, investing into characters like Blue Mono and the Blue Summer Volunteer, I can definitely see yourself not wanting to do that, but throw the ultimate out there, that'll get rid of half of his ult gauge, and then that'll go ahead and proc revive. And due to the fact he's 6'6", he will actually kill as well. So having a 6'6" Escanor helps out way, way too much in this fight. Good thing about the Legend difficulty final boss as well is it's not something where you have to actually focus on points. Going through the shop obviously is something you have to do, and a little unfortunate they put the daily purchase limit on the shop again. Not sure why, it's something that they do. I remember early on, well actually not even early on in Global, it's only something that they've changed as of recent, but you could just go ahead and grind out the full shop day one, which is usually what I prefer to do because I usually end up forgetting about stuff like this. But let's see, Elaine's gonna slowly die throughout these final couple turns, but there's not much you can really do. If you do end up waiting quite a bit in this final phase, you can end up taking quite a bit of damage, so definitely try and have those ultimates prepared. And it's pretty easy to get through, you're not going to have much trouble throwing these ultimates out there, and that just about does it. So costumes are really nice. I still think Legend difficulty final boss should be just a little bit more difficult. I also do really enjoy the whole kind of point scoring factor in these final bosses and, trying to go up, but there we go. That is the final boss difficult, the Legend difficulty final boss, Ban and Elaine. Go ahead and get our cosmetic there for Ban, and you can purchase the Elaine one. I might actually have enough of the points to actually go ahead and do that. We'll have a quick look. Yeah, no, as you can see, daily limits as well. Not the biggest fan of that one, but there we go. That just about does it for today's video. We'll see if we can quickly find Ban. That way I can put the cosmetic on and we can actually see it in game. Is it not for that Ban? Surely not, right? I thought the crown ones could be used on all the characters. Okay, well it can be used on this Ban here. There he is. Once again, that just about does it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope this one helped you guys out. If you needed it, please hit the like button and subscribe. Really means a lot to me, and I'll see you guys for some more Grand Cross content.